Hello people of the internet, it is I, Silverack Dragon here, back with more Fate Grand Order, where today we are hopefully going to be finishing the Chaldea Boys collection, the Chivalrous Monjoy. Monjo. I don't remember the pronunciation that was given to me yesterday by Google. Oh wow. So, if you are enjoying this, please be sure to like this video, comment down below if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel, it helps me out, lets you know when new vids comes out, and if you want to catch me live, check the description down below where there are links to the Twitch and Discord where you can follow or join to get those notifications. Manja. Thank you, Janice, and welcome to the stream. Happy things, happy things. But yeah, we should hopefully be finishing this off today. Hopefully is the key word, you know? I don't think there's much to really claim other than more bone. No, I've gotta resist the evil bones. Get the ether convergers. Those are harder to farm. Theoretically speaking, at least. But, yeah. So, I mean, there's still technically 2 weeks in the event, so I could have held it off. But, considering we're about 1 week out from OC2, and I'm going to be streaming OC2 straight, felt like it's a good time to get it done sooner rather than later. And I can farm currency and finish that stuff more quickly as well. Anyways, Section 5, 30-second performance of Cyrano de Bergerac. And it's a 4-arrow node. How long the rest of the event is, I have no idea. It's only 7 sections total, though, so shouldn't be too long, theoretically. Let us begin. But happy things, Janice. Happy things. I'm sure you probably just woke up or something. Hey, 55 streams. Nice, nice, nice. I gotta wonder if you've been in streams enough since the whole thing, since the stream streak thing started. Because it's gotta be a new feature. The story of a new telling of Cyrano de Bergerac. Cyrano de Bergerac, a valiant man cursed with an unfortunately large nose. He has long been in love with his cousin Roxanne, but one day Roxanne tells him she loves a man named Christian. Christian loves Roxanne as well, but while blessed with good looks, he has neither wit nor literary talent. And so we have a love triangle. No, it's a love V. Christian, who doesn't want to disappoint Roxanne with his ineloquence, and Cyrano, who feels he is too ugly to be worthy of her. Together, Cyrano and Christian manage to woo Roxanne. They also foiled Degouche's plot to keep them apart. Oh. Interesting. I guess that's why you get the streaks even though you do occasionally miss the stream, because you oversleep, which is completely understandable, you know. And then in the end, everything somehow works out. Christian steps aside and meets someone new, and Cyrano and Roxanne live happily ever after. We need more than just something works out. It certainly is convenient how well everything... Yeah, it's too convenient. There needs to be some tension there before everything just magically works out. Because, yeah, that's a cop-out writing if everything just magically works out in the end. You don't want a cop-out writing. Readers don't like cop-out writings. I'm sorry, it was the best I could come up with under the circumstances. I mean, if you want Christian... I mean, just like... I don't know... Do the whole, can you, I haven't opened this letter, can you read it for me thing with Christian, only, I don't know, just, there's other ways you could do it that's not a cop-out, okay? I can't think of it, because I don't write romance. Hey, I think it's great. I get to live now. Looks like nothing really changed for me. The last chapter is still set 15 years later, too. Though the last scene is now a wedding ceremony. Indeed, I figured if we're going to embarrass ourselves, we may as well go, how do you say it nowadays? Full cringe! That is indeed how it is said nowadays, Cyrano. Oh, Roxanne gets to be a bride! Yay! A happy ending. I'm not going to try and pronounce that second word there. That does sound lovely. In the original script, Roxanne spent 15 years in a convent mourning Christian's death. That's why I like this new direction a lot more. So who does Christian end up with now? I guess we don't find that out, huh? I thought that would be needlessly complicate things, so I decided to wrap up his story in the ending monologue. Gotcha. You know, I know you're the main character and everything, but it's still really impressive how you whipped up a revised script so quickly. Presentation for the preliminary final project defense? Nice. I wish you luck with your final project. I'm looking at some possible jobs myself. I've got my LinkedIn set up as best I can, and I found one that's like an internship. It's a remote internship that I'm thinking about applying to. It's just gonna be a matter of, do I get accepted or not? And that's always, there's always a bit of anxiety, you know, when searching for jobs, if you're gonna get accepted or not. Well, to tell you the truth, I know I said I never would have thought of this on my own, but I've actually been thinking about it for a while. Really? So then maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Not at all, Chuck. If you hadn't brought it up, I would have never been able to go through with it. But I'm glad I could help. Alright, now we just need to rehearse. We'll go with the same cast as we did for the 31st show. All the lines will stay the same except for the ending. The first time we rehearse the new ending, we'll read from the script. We won't need any costume changes, but we will need to change one of the backgrounds, so I'm counting on you, our faithful crew, to handle it. Wouldn't we technically need a wedding gown and some suits and other wedding garb? Come on, Cyrano, if you're gonna have the final scene be a wedding, you need to do it right. But what is your final project going to be, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, everyone, let's get to work. Yes, this time it'll work. That's the hopes. And a no-context battle. Woo! Gotta love those no-context battles. Who or what are we fighting? The world will only know. Hey, J6, welcome to stream. Happy things. But are we gonna see a Bond? Okay, we might see a Bond 11 for H on here today, maybe. It kind of depends on how much Bond points we get from every one of these nodes. I do need 10-10-10 her, though. I really do need to 10-10-10 her. Web design to educate, give information millennials about pension plans. Good gracious, why did you seal everything? Remove I dislike these enemies. They sealed everything. Gambler's been changed to gamer. Damn, that's lame. It's a website design. Just the visuals, or do you have to actually learn some CSS programming? Because, I mean, J6 is pretty good at that kind of stuff. I don't think I'm bad, but I'm not as good as J6 as he caught some of my errors, after all. Which, by the way, J6, I forgot to mention, I did end up getting the final grade back on that, and I did pretty much ace it. You'll be using Figma. Okay. That's not too bad. Figma's pretty easy. The censorship you mentioned before, which can be easily bypassed, yep. Yeah, my errors are simple. But I did get A on that final website, but I did not get 100%. For the reason of... So the website was supposed to be like... if you were to launch it live, everything is functioning, yada yada yada. So, in order to show that all the functionality worked, one of the things that was one of the required pages was a samples page where you could, you know, enter in an order code and you would be able to view, or not samples, but a photo modification page. So I decided to go with, you can enter an order number and it will pull up photos associated with that account. And I even left it as filler so that way, you know, there's no guessing what the actual thing is. Apparently that's enough to get points knocked off for not being a fully finished, polished product, even though I did it specifically so it would be shown to work. But I still got an A in the end, so I wasn't going to argue with it. But just a slight annoyance, really. Very, very slight. Koyan Blast. So the other one is if it's the Roar Glitch after you beat the game, you can get either Raikou, NK, Suicune as roamers, but back in the OG, NK or Raikou use the more. I do recall that one. I do recall that error and how a lot of people did not care for it. Lots of people did not care for that error. But, Janice, out of curiosity, are you going to be creating your own assets and uploading them to Figma for your own use? Or are you going to just be using the pre-rendered assets on Figma? Or are you going to... No, I think they have pre-rendered. That's what I used, at least. Though my things were very simple shapes, so... Hey, Master and the gang. The gang? That's what I said. Are the other Chaldeans around? Nice. Yes, of course. Why, is there some sort of emergency? Well, I was just wondering how I should deliver this line at the third act. Unfortunately, all the performing arts servants are away at the moment. And since Mashes isn't around right now either, I guess Gordy and I'll just have to step up. Me? I'm a mage, not an actor. Well, it's a scene in the third act when I decided to try to speak for myself. Last time, it was like I got so confident I became insufferable, but doesn't this script seem kind of far from that? Yeah, it is a little different. The Christian in this script is a pretty good guy, so it does seem like a fairly drastic change. But wouldn't it confuse Cyrano if we break the flow of the last performance? Last time Charlemagne played Christian, he did wind up pretty insufferable. But this new Christian really looks up to Cyrano. So wouldn't it make sense for him to change his performance to suit that? It's not that simple. If he did that, there would be no reason for Cyrano to act so coldly toward him. Hang on, I think this might be a big problem. Now that Christian's a good guy pretty much from the start to finish, Cyrano's attitude toward him won't make any sense. Might throw off the relationships a bit. That's a good point. I'm gonna go talk to Cyrano about this. What is it, Chuck? Is there a problem with the script? No, not exactly. Don't lie, of course there is. No, I didn't think you'd be so accepting of that. Well, certainly, I did make a number of drastic changes to the ending. So what is the problem? Well, exposition dump. I had a feeling that rewrite might be a problem. If you prop up one part, another comes crashing down. Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I overheard that before, like, the game was actually released, that you have to have another Switch in order to do any trade evos, which is kind of dumb. Honestly speaking, I feel like they just need to add the Legends Arceus item to all of the Pokemon games at this point. Yes, trading is easier than ever thanks to wireless internet, but, you know, not everybody is gonna want to trade. So just add the link cables item to every game, so that way you can just use the link cables item on the trade evolution, and bada bing, bada boom, you got an evolution. So what do you do about it? For the time being, keep your performance the same as last time. If that ends up not working, I'll change my own lines of performance to match. Specifically here, here, and here. Yes, I think that should do it. How does that sound? Yeah, that should work. Alright, let's start by trying that. Oh, but beware that I may have to change many more lines in the future. Got it. Now I actually have some questions for you. What makes a knight? What is chivalry? That's tough. Those are some pretty deep questions. I'm sorry, I know I'm spraying this on you out of nowhere. I'm sorry, wait, what? If you hook... Really? That's awesome. I didn't even know the Switch had a port that could accept a link cable. That's pretty slick. Gotta give them props for that. Got to give them props for that. But I believe the hero of your Keller might just have the answers. Oh, so you figured it out? I guess it would have been weirder if you hadn't. Honestly, I didn't think a great hero like you would ever come to a rundown singularity like this. Hey, rundown or not, will always show up whenever there's a singularity that needs repairing. You know, maybe you're the kind of person I've been looking for this whole time. Not some fictional knight, but a genuine knight who truly existed. Oh, Cyrano. That's complicated. You see, while Charlemagne technically did exist, the Charlemagne you're talking to is the dream of Charlemagne, not the actual Charlemagne, but he kind of is the actual Charlemagne because all the knights, all the paladins remember him as Charlemagne. It's very confusing. I see. Then you've been better off with someone else. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, would you mind keeping this to yourself? You don't want me to tell your allies? Yeah, they already know who I am, so nothing to worry about there. Oh, right. Good point. Anyway, let me say this, Knightly King. Whatever happens in the next performance, try not to be disappointed. Not sure where that came from, but okay. Yeah, that wasn't ominous at all. Cyrano de Bergerac, huh? Wonder what this one will be like. Word on the street is it's a whole new take on the classic Cyrano story. Oh, the pirate sharks. Sounds interesting. I can't wait. Looks like we've got another full house tonight. I hope this works. Cyrano was still making edits to the script right up to the last second, so I can't help but be a little worried. Anyway, don't worry about the crew. Go check in on the actors, would you? Sure thing. We're off to see the actors. Oh, Saber, would you help me run the ticket counter? We could have been helping with tickets, apparently. What the heck? And an archer node, so this is going to be nice and easy, hopefully. You know, thinking about it, for a Fuyuki locked one, the last node was actually decently annoying with a NP and skill lockdown. You okay, chick? Oh, hey, Master. How's the crowd looking? Back to the rafters just like last time? Awesome. I'm not too worried about my performance since nothing changed for me. But what about you, Roland? You gonna be okay? Yeah, I'll be fine. I might still be a bad guy, but now I'm a bad guy whose good aspects rather than evil deeds are getting the spotlight. Actually, maybe I am a little nervous. Yeah, I mean, a bad guy who's not all that bad. A critic might call that a half-assed character. Oh, Astolfo. Oh, that's pretty cool. So, a lot easier legends, but... Astolfo. My man, I don't know how to say this, but... a lot of modern media doesn't go hard on the bad guys anymore. With a lot of modern media, there's always some redeemable quality to every villain, for some reason. It kind of cheapens the whole thing, you know? But, actually, I'm trying to think, like, when in modern media has there most recently been a truly evil villain? Outside of, horror movies and stuff. I'm just trying to think, and I'm kind of drawing a blank here. Yeah, I'm kind of drawing a bit of a blank. I mean, I slightly understand why that might be the case, why people don't want truly evil bad guys, but, yeah, Makiri and Bluebeard were excellent. Quite excellent, but some people may not truly like bad guys, but you gotta have a good bad guy. Because, I mean, what is the point in a hero's triumph if it is not truly triumphing over evil? Or a hero's loss, if they don't lose to somebody that's truly evil? I mean, yes, if they lose, it could be a true loss, or it could be something they come back to later. And sure, villains can have complicated reasonings, but if they're not truly evil, then what's the point to their reasonings? They need to be truly evil. I know there's the whole adage that nobody really thinks of themselves as the bad guy and that kind of stuff, but still, we need some true evil. in stories nowadays. True evil. You could take a charitable view and say it humanized. Again, we don't need humanization. We really do not need humanization of every single villain. Exactly. Fine line between giving them a reason to make them... or humanizing them. Again, especially when it comes to stories with... like, maybe for a rom-com tragedy, which is probably just going to be a rom-com now, maybe that's fine if you humanize the bad guy a little bit. But like in most modern media, we don't need the villains to be frickin' humanized. We really do not. Either way, I'll just have to act my heart out. Excuse me, could I talk to you for a minute? What's up? You're not about to put some... Actually, it just reoccurred to me, Yu does have a mind control shtick. I almost forgot that she's got a mind control shtick. How do we know she doesn't have Cyrano under her control? I was wondering what you think of Roxanne in this version. A more difficult role than usual. Right. Every role has changed significantly except for mine. It makes me feel disconnected. I need to find a way to make sure I still seem like part of the show. Lord Soul, was it? Do you have any interest in acting yourself? No. No acting interest. I'm much more of a writer or creator than an actor. That's a shame, but there's nothing to be done about it. Well, if you ever decide you'd like to try, you let me know. I don't like the implications behind that. Okay, places, people. Let's get this 30-second showing of Cyrano de Bergerac underway. The beginning of the show is always marked by applause, but there's no guarantee it'll end in the same fashion, though. We do our very best to prevent so unfortunate an outcome. We deliver our lines as loudly as we can, even though all we really want to do is vomit. Now we're working with new versions of these characters, along with a completely revised script. When this is over, I just hope we don't end up in trouble. Trouble with who? Well, God, I guess. I don't think your play is that, earth-shattering that you need to worry about God smiting you if you are putting on a bad play. I can indeed. So please give me your blessing to leave your side and venture out into the world. Farewell, Roxanne. Oh man, I'm sweating like crazy. Think fast. Here, towel. Thanks. The audience has been pretty quiet so far. It seemed kind of nervous to me. Well, these aren't the characters they're used to. They don't even know what to make of me when I made my entrance. Real actors play different people in each performance, right? Man, that's amazing. Oh wait, there are actors like that at Chaldea too. Like Mata Hari. Well, to answer you, J6, hang on, let me see if it'll let me scroll back. So, when this is over, I hope we don't end up in trouble. Trouble with whom? God, I guess. Like, I don't think your play is that world-shatteringly important that revising it would make God angry. But yes, Mata Hari reference. Very rare. I honestly kind of hope she gets like a summer form. I know a lot of people were pissed when Corday was the first bronze servant turned summer form, and people were really, really hoping Mata Hari would, but, maybe this will be her year. Because I don't remember all of the servants for this summer. If not this year, maybe next year. And if not next year, maybe the future year. I don't know. Because like I said, I've got only knowledge of 2 servants for the remainder of this year, and then it's blank. I don't even think I even know next year's servants. Yeah, I'm complete. Do I know? Has anybody spoiled anything? Oh, somebody... I'm pretty sure somebody said Typhoon, or Typhoon, however her name is pronounced, will be a servant eventually, but I can't remember when exactly that is, so it'll be a surprise for me. Oh wait, third actor... yep, you know, like Matahari. I remember when it was nothing. I remember like it was nothing when she said, "Show me 100 people and I'll show you how I can be a woman of 100 different dreams." Charlie, should we shatter his innocent perception here, or... I don't think we should shatter his innocent perception of what what Matahari meant there. Yeah, she's scary in a completely different way from the heroes who could crush you with their bare hands. I mean, she could probably do that as well. Okay, let's go over the new plot one more time. In the next act, Christian is attacked on the battlefield and collapses when a gunshot rings out. Thanks to Cyrano, who has helped a lot so far, he manages to make it out alive. Later, Christian unwittingly lets the cat out of the bag while talking with Cyrano as Roxanne overhears. Cyrano tries to apologize to Roxanne for deceiving her, but she refuses to listen. He continues to apologize and make excuses in an entertaining scene while he's under fire on the battlefield. Eventually, he starts to win Roxanne over. Anyway, the idea is to take the tragic story of the original and turn it into a slapstick comedy. Well, good luck on the battlefield, my Emperor. Thanks, but I don't think I'll need it. Okay, see you guys later. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's up? Nothing, I just got a bad feeling for some reason. When Astolfo has bad feelings, that's always ominous. I want to be loved for who I am without Cyrano having to speak for me. Christian, there you are. Come on, we're getting out of here. There they are. Get them. Hold fast, Christian. As for you, have at you. He is. Astolfo is the insects man. Insects? Why did I say insects? I meant instincts. Blech. No, Zaukin is the insects man. You know? How would FSN be different if Astolfo was summoned instead of Ryder? Or as the Ryder instead of Medusa? Oh, never mind, I guess I need NP for that. How would FSN be different if we had Ryder, Astolfo instead of Ryder, Medusa? Let's see. Astolfo is a stronger character. He might just drive Shinji crazy, and thus not be a willing servant to Shinji. So outside of driving Shinji crazy, what other kind of changes? He'd probably just take Sakura and run, thinking about it. Yeah, he would probably just grab Sakura and... Dang it. I did not mean to press Charlie. I meant to press E. But does he have any means of putting a stop to the crust worm situation? You know what? Let's see. What are all of Astolfo's noble phantasms? Pretty young. Next arrow. Oh, a ruler. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Okay, I think we made it through. Sir Christian? No, Roxanne, stay back. Oh, never mind. I thought some ruler was literally gonna come in and sort of say no to the whole thing. And we'll just go with the supports. We're at the arrow. Eldritch shit. See, what did I say? The Eldritch shit is involved here. I knew it the second you came in. The Eldritch abominations were just waiting at the edges. Annihilate. Well, that was quick. What? Huh? Huh? Did Christian just die? Even though he's supposed to live. What do we do now? Should we stop the play? Wait, Cyrano's still performing. Damn it, Christian, how did it come to this? A bright future lay in store for you and Roxanne. You've left me no choice. I will protect Roxanne, whatever the cost, even if it be my own life. Oh, went back to the original. Yes, it did, but that would mean we have to swap out all of Roxanne's lines. Not to worry, Lady Yu has already gone back to the original script. If we ended up going back to the original story, then there should be no problem. So does this mean we're okay? Yeah, he did. He did die in the OG. This is Chaldea, but I have a small but urgent message for you, Master. He did, but we were trying to change the play so that everything was happy ending, but it seems that something does not want the play to change. Being that just defeated Christian, that is Charlemagne, possesses tremendous magical energy. Easily enough to generate a singularity. It appears to be either the Holy Grail's owner or something with as much power as one. Well, Cyrano just died too. So then, guess this means we're back to the usual play. Interesting. That's kind of wingman for Christian, but he loved Roxanne. Yep. Man, what a great show. It was good, but something doesn't add up. I thought this was supposed to be a new take on Cyrano de Bergerac. Yeah, that's true, but it looks like they just changed some of the characters a bit. Some for something more innovative. Now that I've seen the performance, it seems the marketing campaign was pretty deceptive. Hey! Oh, deceptive marketing campaigns. Edison, you don't need to get angry about that. Hey, Charlie, you okay? I'm okay, but what happened? That's what we want to know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't have a clue. All I know is I was playing Christian, then all of a sudden it felt like I was really on a battlefield. Next thing I knew, whatever I was fighting had killed me. Are you hurt, Chuck? No, I'm fine. Miss Maid? Here's a hot towel and some water. Right, I think I'll do that. Good, as for you, Lady Yu, I'm sorry about your leg. Guess I should have been more careful. Sorry. Are you okay, Yang? Yeah, sorry to make you worry, Monte. Alright, Sir Cyrano, it's time we had a talk. I think I speak for everyone here when I ask what in the world just happened here. But before you answer that, are you alright? Is there anything I can get you? You're being either frightfully calm or frightfully kind, and I can't tell which. Well, I would like some water, but seeing as I can't drink it anyway, I'll just tell you what you want to know. Yes, some context would be very appreciative. First off, the Holy Grail killed Christian. Okay. Hang on, I thought the Holy Grail was just a wish granter. Oh, Charlie, it can be so much more than just a wish granter. Meaning, if it tried to kill me, it must have done that because someone wanted me dead. I know. It can't be us since we got here later, which means there's only one option. It's you, right, Cyrano? Don't be ridiculous! If it was me, I'd be laughing my best villain laugh right about now. Although that's not to say I'm not in any way responsible. Would you all listen to my monologue? Wonderful. Thank you. Cue the music. We didn't actually say we'd listen. I mean, we will, but still. I'm glad that that was addressed. Like, there was no time to respond. Final arrows and no battle node. Okay. Yep. That was also addressed so far, which is quite fun. I'm glad that they are sticking pretty true to the actual story. I wonder if Cyrano was actually happy. He lived for love, suffered for it, and sought it above all else. But he was never able to profess his love for Roxanne because of how insecure he was about his appearance. He may never have found love with women. Even his own mother may have never loved him. But in his final moments, he still shouts, Mon panache, as he falls to the ground. That is when the audience gives its thunderous applause, moved to tears by his ultimate fate. Still, I'd like to see him happy, and why shouldn't I? He's me. So I made a wish upon the Holy Grail, or at least I was going to. But then I hesitated. Right before I was about to make my wish, I worried I was being too presumptuous. But it is the tragedy of Cyrano's fate that has moved audiences since the very first performance of the play. So then, what right do I have to wish for a happy ending for him? For me. Excuse me. It was that thought that drove me to make the worst decision possible. I want a happy ending for Cyrano de Bergerac, but it also must satisfy me. Interesting. Tell me about the worst possible wish. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it's the worst possible wish, but it's definitely up there for not a great wish, let's be honest here. So, you are... Yeah, it's... You know, anything in regards to this event story, since you just know how the plays go since you watched it in theater once. Fair? So, while I was not the worst possible wish... So, Cyrano, does this mean until you're satisfied, the Holy Grail will continue to revert the play to its original plotline? Yes, it does. I see, so that was the enemy we fought earlier. You still weren't satisfied with the script, so the Holy Grail made us do it over in the name of granting your wish. I'm afraid so. I see, that explains why I came back to life. Holy Grail only killed the script, then put us back where we started. So it's not like the Holy Grail actually granted your wish, it seems more like it's trying to grant it and failing. But why'd you change your wish in the first place? I mean, you're the Cyrano from the play, right? So why wouldn't you want an ending where you don't die? The thing is, I'm not. You're not Cyrano? No, I am, but... Hold on. Are you saying you're not the Cyrano from the play Cyrano de Bergerac? But the actual Cyrano de Bergerac? I'm pretty sure that was kind of a given, you know. Pretty sure that was kind of a given. Remember what he said about being a real historical figure named Cyrano de Bergerac, who served as the inspiration for the play? Well, that is who this Cyrano is. He's just like Cyrano of the play, except for his nose. No, maybe even that's the same. So you and the play Cyrano aren't the same person? Of course not. There's a world of difference between Cyrano de Bergerac, the brave, foolish, tragic, titular figure beloved by audiences around the world, and me, who is just your everyday, unremarkable, run-of-the-mill author. But isn't the other world comical history of states and empires of the worlds of the moon and the sun still widely known today? Not to mention all the other books you've written. Oh, nobody nowadays actually reads them. They're regarded as old-fashioned sci-fi pablum at best. Besides, does anyone these days actually know there was a real person with a big nose named Cyrano de Bergerac? I know now! And anybody that looks up the play on Wikipedia would probably know. No, I'm pretty sure the fictional Cyrano de Bergerac story is much more widely known and appreciated than mine. Hey, to be fair, I feel like you're cooler Cyrano than the play Cyrano. I think he is. Artists are often their worst critic. I third that. I definitely third that. I see. So your fictional counterpart stands heads and shoulders above your real self. Exactly. So then what kind of ending would satisfy you? Well, it should make perfect sense, but be sufficiently happy and astound the audience. Yes, that's the kind of ending I'm looking for. That's impossible! That does seem like a very tall order, Sir Cyrano. To not only change the ending of a beloved work of fiction, but also do so in a way you could accept without question, well, that's going to be very difficult, both logically and emotionally, especially for you, since you are the model of the lead character. Yeah, you're right. Damn it, why did I make that wish? And there you have it. My foolish wish is threatening to warp all of human history, and I have no notion of what I should do. I had hoped something might change if I kept performing Cyrano de Bergerac, but so far... Well, we did see signs of the Holy Grail appearing, so I think we were on the right track. But that's as far as I've been able to go. It's hopeless. I'm sorry. I'm so useless. Well, here's what we do. Like, if you want... So, Cyrano essentially wants to self-insert and get his own happy ending through the version of him that is fictional. So, just insert... Since you're gonna do the self-insert thing anyways, just insert some of your own life into it as well. Like, make Cyrano an author or something, and make the reason Roxanne notices that he's the actual writer for the letters is because his prose is similar in a book he publishes to the letters that are being written. And also, don't have Don Quixote play Cyrano. Play Cyrano yourself! As far as I've been able to go, it's hopeless. I'm sorry, I'm useless. I'm such an idiot. Cyrano? Cyrano? Get back here. Did he just run away? What? What do we do now? I mean, you can still be true to the play, just insert little snippets here and there. I don't know. The chasm between dreams and reality. So now I'm guessing what's going to happen is we are going to have to put on the play without his input in the slightest bit. And what we put in will be enough to fulfill the wish. Let's see, we can still use this. This one's too big, so I'll fold it up for now. Oh, are you offering to lend a hand? Thank you. Would derail the play, especially the tragic aspect. I mean, it's not as derailing as when he rewrote it in the story for everybody dies. I wonder what's going to happen now. Cyrano is missing. We have no idea what to do for the next performance. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to vent to you. You don't mind? Thank you for listening. Wow, the saber... He doesn't say he doesn't mind, so he's just being assumed that he doesn't mind being spoken to. Sir Cyrano, where are you? I don't see him anywhere. Then again, he's been in the shadow for his whole time. If he doesn't want to be found, I'm not sure there's anything we can do. Damn, I don't know what we're gonna do now. You all come here for a moment, everybody, gather around, please. What's up? I thought we should take a little time to assess the current situation and figure out the next course of action. Allow me to explain. The Holy Grail in the Singularity is in a continuous state of attempting to grant a wish. The wish in question was made by Cyrano de Bergerac. And it was for a happy ending for Cyrano de Bergerac that he can be satisfied with. In this case, Cyrano de Bergerac refers to the play as opposed to the real Cyrano's life. In the play, Cyrano de Bergerac meets an ultimate untimely death. His wish was to somehow stop that from happening, creating a happier ending for the play. But he also added the condition that this conclusion must also satisfy him. See, he wants a happy ending for the play that will satisfy him. So if he wants the play to have a happy ending, then he just needs to self-insert more of himself into the play. Even for an omnipotent wish granter, that's a tall order. Were the Holy Grail more powerful, it might have been able to grant Cyrano's wish by altering his consciousness. But this one didn't have the magical energy to do that. Right, and as a result, Cyrano has been forced to repeat performances of Cyrano de Bergerac over and over. During those performances, he's been making tweaks and to try and find the ending he can accept. But whenever he tries to go for a happy ending, he always ends up finding fault with it. This leads to the characters who are attempting to reach this happy ending being eliminated, resetting the whole thing. And that is where the singularity currently stands. I mean, I thought I was doing fine with the pronunciation. Thanks, Mash. So naturally, we're proceeding on the assumption that this singularity can be resolved. The question is, how? Would killing Cyrano get us the Grail? Don't say things like that, Roland. But since it seems like you were just saying that to play devil's advocate, I'll allow it. I didn't get the day right. It's literally D-E! Is it Cyrano de Bergerac? I really hate it when you name the elephant in the room like that. I mean, yes, that is what I was going for, but still. Sorry, but I can't condone that. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but yeah, there's a chance killing him might get us the Grail, but it also might not. If we did that, Trismegistus 2 predicts 3 possible futures. And those are: 1. He disappears and Chaldea acquires the Grail. 2. The Holy Grail disappears along with him. 3. His disappearance causes the Holy Grail to go to Berserk. How would it go Berserk? Yep. If the Holy Grail attempting to grant his wish suddenly finds itself without a wish or wish to grant, or if it's caught in a conflict it's unable to process, then yes, it could go Berserk. That said, it's unlikely to turn out that way. That settles it. We're gonna find an ending he'll be satisfied with. I think it's our only real option. Of course, we'll need to find him first. Since he's a shadow, I'm sure he's hiding somewhere, but I don't know where.
Master, could I ask your permission?
Probably on.
As of now, I'm officially changing jobs.
Say what? Why are you changing jobs to, Eddie?
Come out, Cyrano de Bergerac. From now on, I may as well be a god in your eyes. There's nowhere in this theater you can hide from my massive, direct current light bulb.
This big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This big light of mine. I'm not gonna use Edison, though. Sorry, Edison. Not using you. Six enemies. This will be easy. Hopefully. Well, I suggest you don't watch the VOD from yesterday's stream, nor watch it when it goes up on YouTube. I know, I'm just making a comment. Excuse me. I should have probably done the massacre technique. Do I have the Valentine story? No, I'm going to be putting up all of Heaven's Feel first, and then I'm going to start uploading other stuff. I think I'm getting close to the end of having all of Heaven's Feel, though. Let's see. How many more Heaven's Feels do I get? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 4 more Heaven's Feel VODs to go. Who told you to... What's neat? Oh, is that supposed to be lazy with that? I'm not being lazy with them, though. I don't think I'm being lazy. What's going on?
Ah, there you are. I found you.
Too bright? Okay, I'll come out. Can't see anything either.
Sorry about that. Now then, Cyrano, I know this is a bit sudden, but allow me to present you with my new business card. For the time being, I am a caster no longer.
Oh, I think you...
What? Instead, I'm now this theater and trip's official sponsor.
Wait, what's going on? You're surprised that the sudden personnel change is understandable. But we have the proof right here. Proof? The rights to this theater have officially been signed over to the Edison Direct Current Corporation? What do you... Okay, I don't know what you're talking about with regards to being lazy. I'm just doing all of Heaven's Feel first. That's it. It'll be done being uploaded by next week. Because I like to put... Whenever I do any longer stuff, I like to put it out all at once. It's going to be the same for Ordeal Call 2. I'm not going to start publishing any Ordeal Call 2 stuff until I've got every single section completed. And who knows how long that'll be. And it will be a straight however many days of Ordeal Call 2. It's what I did for every story segment thus far. And it's what I did for every bit of FSN so far, so... But how a Holy Grail made this theater, it shouldn't belong to anybody. That's exactly right, and since it didn't belong to anyone, we decided to claim it for ourselves. So if you wish to continue performing here, you should treat Sir Edison's words as if they came from the very lips of God himself. That sounds blasphemous. Alright then, consider them words from God's own secretary. Well, what is it you want from me then, Edison? I don't think God has a secretary. God does have a scribe, though. So... What was his name? It was in Supernatural. Frick, what was the dude's name? I can't remember his name. There was an angel in Supernatural, God's scribe or something, which is based off of the Honest mythos, if you want to call it that. I cannot remember his name, though. What does he want from me then, Edison?
Isn't it obvious? You're going to perform Cyrano de Bergerac again, and you're going to make your wish come true.
But that thing is, Edison...
No ifs, ands, or buts. I told you what I want. End of story. Everything, even setting that aside, don't you want to take another shot at it? Well, Cyrano, what do you say?
You may be determined to do whatever it takes to acquire the Holy Grail. But we want to see a happy ending. You can truly be satisfied with even more, Sir Cyrano. I see. Well, if you are intent on being so insistent, then I suppose I'll just have to do it. Yes, you will. So what if I have some silly doubts and insecurities? The dogs can have them for all I care. Then you'll do it? Of course, Miss Maid. Hey, everyone! We need to discuss the next show, and we're going to do it right now. You got it. Let's do this. Another arrow. 2 more arrows. Pardon the yawn. Good gracious, that was a big yawn. So there you have it, everyone. My real name is Charlemagne, aka Charles the Great, but please just call me Charlemagne. Thanks. No, thank you for joining us. Oh, here's my card. Hey, thanks. That's really nice of you. That conniving bastard. He wasted no time getting right to networking. I'm kind of surprised they're not more, surprised. I was expecting everyone to be all like, "What? You're the Charlemagne? No way!" Is it really that surprising, Astolfo? You were saying my emperor, your loyal servant Astolfo has a report to you not 2 days ago. Yeah, I also remember you yelling for Roland and Bradamante at several points. Oops. Yeah, Astolfo no good with the secrets. What were you thinking, you idiot? I don't know, and I hate it. As for me, I was an empress myself, so I could tell you were royalty. Well, I appreciate you not saying anything until now. Anyway, I still want to work together to make this a great show, so let's do that. Yeah. You know, hearing you formally introduce yourself like this is really doing a number on my heart. I mean, where I come from, you're practically a myth. Well, don't worry about it too much. Around here, I'm still just Chuck. Alright, let's get this script meeting started. Go on then, let's hear all the insightful and innovative ideas you've got. Well, as I suggested... Let's put in my suggestions, you know? It's not gonna hurt to. It's hopeless. Light unproductive today. Well, of course, it makes perfect sense. I've already tried basically everything. Maybe we should just call it a day and let everyone come up with their own ideas on their own. Great work, everyone. Oh, hey, Bradamante, how are things going with you? Fine, Your Imperial Highness. Oh, actually, there are even more ghosts wandering around now. So it'd be nice if we could get more servants to help us, since there are too many for Saber and me to handle alone now. Oh, right. Okay, we'll have a look around later, too. You two can handle this, right? Leave it to us. By the way, Bradamante, do you have any thoughts on the script you want to share? Me? But, I'm just on the crew. That's quite alright. At this point, I'll take any new ideas I can get. You sound like a playwright at the end of his rope. Because that's exactly what I am. Well... I guess I have a thought about Roxanne. What about her? Just that I'd like for her to be happy. In the original story, she mourns for 15 years, right? Even though she got married to Christian and everything, it was just so sad. That's true. I wanted Roxanne to be happy too. Which is why Christian must survive as well. So if Christian survives, then Roxanne will be happy. Is that not exactly it? If Christian dies, Roxanne spends the next 15 years in mourning. I see, I guess that's right. She guesses that's right. What is it, Bradamante? You've been down in the dumps for a while now. Oh, Your Imperial Majesty. There's just something about what Cyrano said earlier that's been nagging at me. Yeah, well, if you've got some thoughts, please, share them with us. Cyrano, Master, and I are all pretty much brain dead by this point. I have ideas! What is wrong with my ideas? Well, it's not much of an idea. At best, it's kind of a vague feeling. Hey, you there, the Saber. He knelt. Well, he knows who Charlemagne is. Oh no, don't worry about that. Come on, stand up. You're out on patrol, right? We'd like to join you if you don't mind. Okay, this Saber is going to be something. Okay, J6, that's a little harsh. So there you have it. If you think of anything yourself, please let us know. Is it just my imagination, or is Saber trying to keep some distance between himself and his Imperial Majesty? Oh, looks like we got a bunch of them. Saber, you can fight too, right? Looked like he was just taken back at first. Great, let's take care of these things. One Bradamante. Just give me the auto setup, I guess. Such a weird setup, but sure. That wasn't exactly a one-shot Saber, but it's appreciated. B-A-Q. He doesn't want it to be a self-insert story? I guess. I still don't think that makes some shit, though. Again, that's kind of harsh, man. I should have used this a little bit ago. Do I have any target focus or targeted NP? Possibly. Close. Okay, that's as much as I can do, but this should get us NP. Know the source material first, and then we can talk. You said you've seen the play once, man. You watched it in French. Cyrano clearly differentiates himself from his story cover. He wants Cyrano of the story to be happy while being satisfied. If that doesn't equate, he should self-insert to kill two birds with one stone. I guess. Though something's going on with the Saber class here. There's something special about them. I'm missing your attack again, Saber. How come in all the times we've been out on patrol, you've never let me see it? Saber, are you... Got it. Master, I know this is out of the blue, but let's you and I go take care of something else. These two can probably do an even better job without us. Oh. It's, what's his face? I can't remember his name, isn't it? Is it Ricardo? I think that's his name. It's Ricardo, right? No? What is... Means you can probably do an even better job without us around. I don't remember Bradamante's lover's name. I wonder why His Imperial Majesty left. You want to know what was on my mind earlier? Well... what was that all about? Let's just say I saw which way the winds were blowing. Besides, it's good to act all kingly and considerate sometimes. Yep, I really am pretty awesome sometimes. I didn't say manned, Ricardo. And that about covers it. Sorry, it's so vague. You empathize with Roxanne. Yeah, I think I do. I mean, she mourns the person she thought she loved for 15 years just when she realizes her mistake. She loses the person she really did love. That's just so sad. At least that's what I think, since I've been separated from the person I loved before, too. So then, what do you think needs to happen for Roxanne to be happy? Happy? What needs to happen for that? Think about it. Take your time. I don't remember Bradamante's lover's name. That's the issue. Of course. You know what? Since my laptop's not looking it up. Or rather, my laptop's being slow as frickin' molasses here. Ruggiero. Okay. It's Ruggiero. I don't know how... I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. But... it's... you can possibly see why I might have made the mistake. You know? I had the end and I had the beginning close, okay? Yo, we're back. We're back.
Good. Welcome back. Now, how are you doing, Cyrano? Still with us?
Nope, I'm dead. I have not so much as a single thought in my head.
Shall we give Shakespeare a ring?
Please don't. If you do, we'll just end up with a Shakespearean play. Yes, I shall rewrite the whole play so that its audience will see the second coming of the great Shakespeare.
Good point. I can practically hear the crowd booing already.
Hey, speaking of the crowd, did they not get bored seeing the same show over and over? I thought that was strange too, but they don't seem to mind at all. It doesn't seem like it's a matter of them being huge fans, it's more like they're into the concept.
Ha! The concept. In other words, they're the audience for Cyrano de Bergerac, as long as Cyrano's in it. They'll be fine with whatever form it takes, huh?
So if they start booking the show, then I'll really be done for.
Oh, you'll be fine. You are Cyrano after all. And since you're writing the script for your own play, I'm sure they won't have any complaints.
Me? No, I'm nothing like the character. I don't have the strength to go toe-to-toe with Christian, or the guts to woo Roxanne. The Cyrano from the play and I couldn't be more different. He's truly chivalrous, the embodiment of an ideal I could never achieve. Hey, are you saying that Cyrano I'm talking to right now isn't a chivalrous man? That's right, I'm not. I can never measure up to the fantasy. You think? I'd say the things you actually accomplished are pretty impressive. Maybe I wouldn't be so bothered if I'd achieved something truly incredible like you did. But I've never been showered in applause like thunder echoing from the whole world and like my counterpart. If reality is great, then a dream is only a dream, however great it may seem. And it's real hard for people who live dreams to conquer reality. What are you saying? Charles the Great of all people should know Wait, hold on. Do you mean... Yeah, that's right. Did I ever tell you, Master? You did. Oh, good.
Is this about your legend and power as Charlemagne? If so, should I be here? If you prefer, I'm happy to step out.
Actually, yeah, I think I'd prefer some privacy if you don't mind.
Not at all.
In brief, I'm imaginary. I'm not the king of Franks who laid foundation for Europe as you know it today. My foundation consists of an unkingly hero who went on fantastic adventures, just happens to bear that title. Though the 12 paladins are still nice enough to call me their emperor. Anyway, my point is, I can't hold a candle to the real Charles the Great. So then you're in the opposite situation from me. A king who's not a king. Exactly. Which is why I know how hard it can be, from both perspectives. I know what it's like to dream bigger than reality itself, and for dreams to crumble under the weight of reality. Well, if a guy like you who can't hold a candle to his counterpart, then I have even less hope than I thought. True, I couldn't beat him, but that doesn't mean I lost. You say you can't achieve your ideal self or your ideal conclusion? That you can't win no matter what you do? Well, you will now. We're gonna help you. So you're saying you're going to fight that thing that shows up whenever I try to keep the Cyrano character alive? Even though it's a conceptual beast created by the Holy Grail itself? You're damn right we are. It may have surprised us before, but this time we'll be ready. I'll do whatever it takes to win and to keep you and Roxanne safe. How's that for an awesome night? It's like I'm looking at my chivalry personified. Right? So trust me, and trust yourself too. Alright, let's give it a shot. That's the spirit, Cyrano. Having said that, I still have no idea what to do about the plot. Cyrano, can I talk to you for a moment? I have some thoughts about the script. Oh, certainly. I especially want to talk about Roxanne. Okay. Let's see where this goes. Final arrow of Section 6, a no battle node. Okay, it looks like Cyrano should be able to finish the script. But the success of the performance depends on us, the actors. What do we do when the battle starts? I've got a simple idea for that. Christian dies in the battle with the Spaniards, right? Right. The original story had Cyrano wed Christian and Roxanne to foil Deguchi's plot. But then, he sends Christian to the war zone in retribution. And Cyrano follows him after Roxanne bangs him to keep Christian safe. If we try to keep Christian alive, that thing will show up to kill him. But what if, when we fight the Spaniards, we have an army of our own? Exactly. Army v. Army combat. So on that note, can I count on your help? Rolling in Astolfo. You know it. What should we do in the meantime, Emperor Charlemagne? I feel like Sir's hands may be tied while he's playing Cyrano. Yeah, that'd definitely make things tough for the two of you. Did you hear that, sir? Whatever happens, please stay clear of the fighting. I'll do my best to focus on my performance. That just leaves Roxanne, but what happened, given what happened last time... Oh, there you all are. Could I talk to you for a moment? Oh, hey Yang, what's up? First, I want to apologize for the trouble I caused you last time. Don't worry about that, it wasn't your fault. Even so, I don't think I can perform with this injury. Which is why I'd like to step down from the role of Roxanne. What? You're quitting the play? But why? What does this mean? I'm so sorry, Cyrano. I just couldn't get out of the way fast enough. It's not a severe injury, but it will be a little while before I can take the stage again. I'm sorry, this is all my fault. Oh no, please, don't worry about it. Anyway, my main concern is what might happen if an outsider is there when the Holy Grail appears. I'm sure all of you at Chaldea would rather not have to guard against one more threat if you don't have to, right? Yeah, probably don't let the foreigner near the Holy Grail. Probably not a good thing. Right. So you don't have a wish of your own, even though you're a rogue servant? Let's just say I don't think the Holy Grail behind the Singularity could grant my particular wish. So I've decided you're welcome to it. Please, don't worry about me. Who's gonna be Roxanne? Bradamante? Okay, this is a choice, but, I'm a dude, so who's she looking at? We don't have an understudy for you. Yeah, Yes, you do.
We do?
Just a moment, please. And hup. Okay, whew. Wait, you don't mean... Our command, Bradamante. But Yang... Don't worry, you'll be fine. But I can't act. Sure you can, you did great when we rehearsed together. But she was just feeding you lines, right? It's not like she was playing Roxanne herself. Don't worry. I had her play Roxanne too, so I could see what it was like to watch the part performed from the audience's perspective. That would have been fun. Like, just standing there as if she has an idea, and it's just, nope, head empty, no thoughts. Oh, well then that should work. Are you sure about this? What do you think, Roland? Astolfo? I think you're a way better actor than me, Bradamante. Yeah, you should be fine. This seems right up your alley. Oh, that's actually kind of hilarious. I'm glad I did not pick that then. I'm not playing the female avatar because I don't play as female avatar, so. Now there's peer pressure too. Of course, this is ultimately your decision, Monte. If you really don't want to do this, I'll withdraw my recommendation. True, we did do that. I more remember the dance with Jalter and Salter. Although, Jalter's dance definitely had the bigger scene, and it is one of the big reasons why she ended up on the waifu list. Saber? You can do this. So what do you say? I'll do it. That's great, don't worry, I'll help. Well, when we're done, you'll be ready and eager for your big debut. Hey, Quartz. Section 7, the final performance of Cyrano de Bergerac. Let's go, and we're up against the ruler again. Woo! An epilogue as well. Okay, I mean that's fine. We're making good play. We're making good pace. I'm off to see the man I love. That was great. You got it. Oh, but you're still not moving like Roxanne would, so you need to touch that up a little bit. Right now, you come across like a knight about to charge boldly into battle. Excuse me. Well, I am a knight who charges boldly into battle, so... Not anymore, you're not. Not while you're on this stage. Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am. How's Bradamante doing, Cyrano? Her Roxanne levels are 580%. I see. Does that mean she's doing well? Yes, it does. Yang's Roxanne levels were an astonishing 30–50%, but Bradamante might just be able to catch up to her. Of course, Sir Bergerac, I'm your cousin after all. Roxanne's level rising to 2,500%. Are percentages even a useful measurement at this point? Yes, because we need the line, it's over 9,000. Come on, somebody say it. We need over 9,000. We need it. And so... after many long hours spent rehearsing... I wonder if there was one where Sancho could have been... Oh! 1,000,000,000%? Fair. Dr. Stone's a good one. The current was finally about to raise on the 33rd production of Cyrano de Bergerac. That is a slick image. Hold up. I want that as a CE. Please tell me that's a CE or something, like, in the post-event shop, because that looks awesome. Hey, You doing okay? Oh yes, I'm fine, I think. Just take it easy, okay? If anyone makes a mistake, we can always try again. Please don't say things like that. I feel like I'm more likely to mess up if I let myself get too relaxed. And so what if you do? Yes! Isn't it better to be relaxed than a walking bundle of nerves? Oh, yes, that's true. If you need help, I'll be right here. Thank you, Yang. Alright, can I ask you something, Yang? Of course. Is this about your character's introduction? Yes, it is. So my first scene... Oh, Saber. I'm so sorry you have to handle patrols in the reception without me this time. Don't worry about it. More importantly, how are you doing? Me? I'm completely fine. I'm wondering why Saber's lines are in quotation marks comparatively to everybody else's lines. That's just a little weird. You're not getting stage fright. Well, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. You can do this. I know you can. Believe in yourself. And one more thing. What's that? Have fun. Alright, places everyone. It's almost showtime. Yeah. Two of you today. No problem. Go on in. Yes, another new interpretation, huh? Hey, there's the new poster. Did they recast Roxanne?
Yes, Roxanne's original actress was injured, so we had to make a casting change. Our apologies. But don't worry, the new one's just as amazing as Direct Current.
Can't wait. Hope they have some good merch of her. Oh, I'm sure there is plenty of good merch for Bradamante.
On a different subject, aren't you interested in the merch of me, too?
Nah, not really. So we got a new actor playing Roxanne, huh? The rest of the cast seems fine, but is she gonna be any good in the part?
I'm not upset. I'm perfectly fine. I'm certainly not crying.
I'm still willing to help taking tickets. Are hockey buzzers generally used in theaters? Curtain rise and the lights blaze to life. I'll never get tired of this view no matter how many times I see it. I know there are holes in my script. The ending might not be as satisfying as I'd like. But this time I'm going to make sure I'm satisfied no matter what. Even if the acting isn't as strong as before now that Yang's not playing Roxanne. Or even if I myself use the Holy Grail to try and prevent an ending where I don't die. Yes, I will do whatever it takes, or my name isn't Cyrano de Bergerac. I know J6 said to not say the full name, but when the full name is being said, I got to. A young man by the name of Christian sees Roxanne at the theater and falls in love. Then he learns of Count Degouche's plans for her, flies into a rage. Please, I beg you, tell me her name before I die of love unrequited. Cyrano steps onto the stage. He too flies into a rage and lashes out at the actors. That does it. I can take this no longer. Look at Cyrano. Things are about to get interesting now. Was I pretty?
Of course you were.
Christian and Cyrano decide to team up. Cyrano uses his literary skills to make Christian seem as well-spoken as he is handsome. What a wonderful talent Sir Christian is. Listen to this, Cyrano. Him, huh? You think this fine vintage means he lacks wit? Well, you can be more wrong. Here, listen to this. Since I must suffer and to suffer I have a heart. If you would keep the heart as mine, then please send me yours. You mean you remember all of his letters? Every one of them. No, I do not love you. What feelings I thought I had were no more than an illusion. What do I do now, Cyrano? Stay there, I'll speak for you. Christian and Roxanne were wed, but then the wicked Count has Christian sent to war, and Cyrano follows shortly after. Here comes the first hurdle. Yeah, Christian's you-know-what. I think this'll work. I have no idea. All I know is we have a job to do, and we're gonna focus on it. Yeah, good point. My Emperor can do the worrying for us. Here comes the first obstacle, preventing Christian's death. I hope we can do it, but in case we can't, I adjusted the script to be okay with him living or dying. Christian's scene is coming up. Yeah, it won't be much longer, so let's go over the plan again just to be sure. I'm supposed to survive the scene, but just like last time, there's a solid chance that Let's tentatively call him the Happy Ending Police. Shows up to ruin the fun. That's the name you want to go with? Really? Hey, I said tentatively. Anyway, if we can beat him, fine. If we can't, then I'll wind up dead again. All in the play, anyway. And if that happens, we'll transition to the script where I die. This is going to be one hell of a challenge. Crew's got their hands full getting ready for both versions. Don't sell yourself short, Master. You've been doing great. I won't forget this. Let's go. It's time for Act 4 in the Siege of Arras. We're going up against an endless sea of Spanish soldiers. Here goes nothing. Act 4. You see, Christian made a promise. I told Roxanne he would write her every day. And that's the reason you've been waving your way through the Spanish army every day? I'm sorry, I just had to come in person. Letters? Yes, your letters. I've been receiving wonderfully passionate letters. I've never read anything so beautiful. It is your soul I love more than anything. Even if your face were disfigured, I would love you no less. It was then that Christian came to realize it was not he whom Roxanne truly loved, but the man who had been speaking for him all this time, Cyrano. And so he resolved to go and speak with Cyrano. It may not look like... It's not my looks she loves, it's my soul, my poetic genius. In other words, you. Don't you understand? Roxanne loves you, Cyrano. Wait here, I'll go get her right now. Then you will finally tell her the truth. I can't stand this any longer. I must put this place behind me. Christian set forth for the battlefield only to catch the eye of a Spanish soldier. The soldier's aim was true, and Christian was gravely wounded. Yet he clung to life, not yet accepting that the woman... The soldier's aim was true, and Christian was dead. Well, I figured you'd be showing up. You took me by surprise last time, but this time I'm gonna make a fight of it. And even if you do manage to kill me, it won't be a problem. Well, we're gonna try and not let it kill you here. You have to break the enemy's HP gauge within 3 turns. You lose if you fail to do so. You will be unable to inflict much damage until it finds vulnerability. Time your skills and NP perfectly to strike with maximum firepower when they're vulnerable. We're gonna go with the support because higher NP level. And let's go. Okay. What are we dealing with here? Attack debuff. Unremovable. Okay. Let's get the invincibility going here. It's just a 1-turn NP seal, that's fine. 3-turn boost. 3-turn boost. If we have 3 turns to do this, then we have 3 turns to do this. Okay, I think we go for the classic Mighty Morphin Power Rangers chain. Not allowed to be happy. Another attack down. Lovely stuff. We're getting a lot of stacks of Heroic King, at least. I'm not Cyrano. Special resist! Op. Got it, now's the chance. Oh, there we go! Ultimate power! Unlimited power! Have I seriously not seen the NP in this Ascension? I think that's very much a solid break bar defeated. not about... Oh! You cheating son of a...
まだ俺は戦える。
I did it! Mother frickin' cheater. Damn it, I thought this might happen, but I don't think this is over, Arbiter. You'll be seeing me again real soon. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater. Second arrow. Still, I beat the bar, it cheated. So Christian didn't make it.
He did not, but we accounted for that possibility. It's not an ideal plot development, but we're still far from the worst case scenario.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Yes, there is. The 4th act will be ending soon. Normally that means we'll be transitioning to the 5th act 15 years in the future. But not this time. Assuming, of course, that Cyrano sticks to the new script.
You can do it, Cyrano. You can do it. Stick to the script, man. So Christian has died. Thought that might happen. In a sense, Christian's death in Cyrano de Bergerac, specifically be sent off to manuscript, is even more important than mine. Christian, speak to me. This is because Christian's death serves as the impetus for Roxanne to spend the next decade and a half at a convent. She does that to protect the love she and Christian had by forsaking life in normal society. For those 15 years, all she does is pray. Love, romance, the joy of living, all those are left by the wayside. Yes, that's right. In Cyrano, Roxanne's ending is anything but happy. I'd like Roxanne to be happy. I don't know what she would need to do for that to happen. But I'm sure she must be suffering after the play's end. She's right. I'm sure that ending leaves Roxanne suffering too. She may be a bit foolish, but only because she has a good soul. She must have known very well how much Cyrano had agonized over his decision. Even after Christian died, if only Cyrano had found the courage to tell her the truth. Would that be enough for a happy ending? I thought about it and decided that no, it was not. Me have a happy ending? That's ridiculous. I don't deserve it. But if Roxanne is to have a chance at a happy ending, then I need to tell her the truth right now. My love, my sins, all of it at once. But can I do that? If I just keep my mouth shut, then surely that will yield an ending I can finally accept. It will be the same beautiful story it's always been. Yet I, the man known as Cyrano, simply cannot bring myself to accept that. See? Roxanne, I'm going to tell you the truth. Sir Cyrano, what are you talking about? Let us take the opportunity to speak softly together without seeing one another. What did you just... I am but a shadow, but you are a blessed light. It's all right if you do not understand. Sir Cyrano, that's... The moment is a precious thing as I could hope for. Those words were between Christian and me. No other knew. Then those sweet tidings, those letters, they were all from you. But why? Roxanne, I love you. I know my nose is hideous. I know even my own mother could not stand the sight of me. I know that I have deceived you, and yet I still... My sins have come to pay a call. Holy Grail. The words seem to tear through my heart as a horrific monster bursts into being before me. It's my fault. I created that thing. It's the awful crystallization of my half-hearted wish. Soon it will take my head and return to the story to its original conclusion. It makes little difference whether I die 15 years or right now upon the battlefield. What little courage I had is shattered in the face of this monstrous thing. No doubt I will be forced to continue performing this play until my soul has been worn down to nothing. Then, just as those thoughts settled heavily over my heart, over my mind, I heard the hoarse, husky voice of an iron-willed man. Come now, Sir Cyrano. Have you forgotten that I am here with you? Don Quixote. I, a knight myself, know your fear and anguish all too well. And it is with that understanding that I say, if you do not make a stand now, you will be a knight no longer. As knights, there are times when we must simply grin and bear it. If you wish to uphold your knightly oath, you cannot allow your fear and shame to hold you back.
So come, let us hold our heads high and put on the grandest show we can. Who cares if it's all just bravado? Take it from me, a bona fide coward. Courage is one of those things you can fake until you truly feel.
Fair point, Don Quixote. Very fair point. He's right. This goes against everything my chivalry stands for. How can I call myself a knight and still allow the one I love to remain unhappy? So come on, move. Move. Move! Get on your feet and fight for what you want. Okay, I'm ready.
I am Cyrano de Bergerac, formerly known as Don Quixote. My spirit will never waver, no matter what manner of beast I face.
And I too am Cyrano de Bergerac, assisting from the shadows in more ways than one. I will not rest until the woman I love has all the happiness she deserves. That said, Sir Don Quixote, I'm afraid we may be severely outmatched.
Not at all, Sir Cyrano. We are more than a match for this foe.
Because I am here. Hi there, Cyrano. We finally pinned down the pseudo-reality marble that's been giving us the slip. The one from Chaldea, then you mean... We couldn't connect to the bounded field that appeared to kill Christian either. But Sheba wasn't about to let the second one get past her. Now how about you guys take it from here? Roger, roger. I'm here. Roxanne! I mean, the Master of Chaldea and Bradamante. And I'm the villainous Count. I mean, Roland. Wrong character, my guy. Anyway, stuff of the 12 Paladins is here too. With all of us here, there's no question he's gonna show up too. So come on, my Emperor. You're up again. Truth. See, not all old men are evil. Columbus is getting better. Don Quixote is a good guy. Not all old men are evil. In this age, as in every age, the dead will forever lend their aid to the living. So if my friend Cyrano wants to be happy, I'm going to do whatever I can to help him. Here I am, not a king, but merely a knight like any other, and I'm here to ruin this beautiful, tragic ending once and for all. Let's do this. Damn straight. That was a pretty good entrance, yeah. However, it's probably still a ruler. I don't like that it's got a mystery marker, but it's still a ruler enemy. So... do I have a party set up for this, or no? I do not appear to. This squad will do. So we are gonna come in with Avenger power. I think K-Scope is probably fine. And then swap around the back line so that the proper servants get some bond points. So Aresh and Ichan. Okay. And that should do. Let's move Aresh to the back just to be safe. Have Ichan next. Yeah, this should do. Let's go, Jolter! Burn the heretic to the ashes. Oh, some little crit rate buffs? Oh, you poor thing. You fool. And I don't even need to NP this first round. Jolter, burn him. Special resist up. Miracle for the absolute. There we go. Oh, hello, extras. That's why it was a question mark thing. Well, yeah, I'm still gonna just burn. Burn, burn, burn in the burning ring of fire. Yeah, we got this. Oh, you son of a... You stunned a Koyan! Oh, shoot. Damn it. That's actually kind of annoying. Hitting that stun actually is annoying. And it's not an attack debuff. And it's 2 turns. Dang it! There was my 3 turn of this. Stupid Arbiter of the End, ruining my 3-turn dream. Not pouting or anything. Yeah, kinda sucks, but it happens, unfortunately. We'll still get this, but... Oh, you son of a ghost. NP Seal. Okay, now it's just trying to make me angry. I've got a blast. A Buster Blast. And Buster wins in the end. Don't even need an NP to kick its ass. There we go, though. We've defeated the Holy Grail. It's over. You did it, you did it, you did it, hooray! Alright. Hooray! You mean it's over? Not yet, it's not. Go back, Cyrano. Go back and seize the ending you always wanted. Right, of course. But is it really okay for me to? Sure it is, you have my permission. Speaking as a knight, as your friend, and above all, as the voice of a man who loved Roxanne. Go on, Cyrano. Even if you can't accept your own happiness, you still want Roxanne to be happy. I do, too. In fact, now that I'm dead, that's all I want. So go on, my friend. Go and save Roxanne. Right. Right, I will. Okay, Roxanne, you still have a part to play, so make sure you play it well. I will. Alright. Should be the final node, or the final arrow of Section 7. Then we have the epilogue, as you said, Janice. And that should be pretty much the story, I think. That should be the event, rather. The light blinds me.
Oh, you're back. Not that you were gone for very long. In fact, I only realized you disappeared when you turned back up. So did it work?
Sure did. All that's left now is for Cyrano to choose a happy ending, and I'm sure he will. In this story, true happiness isn't going to come from me or Cyrano surviving. It's all about Roxanne. Both Cyrano and Christian's greatest wish is for her to be happy, not themselves. I think that's the way to go, too. If I'd been in love with someone, I'd want the same thing for them. Respectful. Very mature. I went from the stage to the battlefield, then back to the stage. There, for the briefest of moments, I witnessed a miracle. I saw how these great heroes from history fought with my own 2 eyes. Was it all for the Holy Grail? I'm sure that was part of it, but there was also something Charlemagne, Christian, said towards the end. They're doing this, all of it, for something as small as a story, for made-up characters, for a woman they don't know, for Roxanne. The play makes its way towards its once tortured ending, but now I sense no friction whatsoever. This may be neither the time nor place for such a confession, but I love you, Roxanne. Please, don't go. We still have time we can spend together. No, we cannot. Roxanne, you know how I feel. But I do not expect anything to come from it, not so long as I bear this hideous soul. Hideous? No, not at all. Your gift for words has done more for my heart than I can express. I lied to you. I composed poems and sonnets even as I wished Christian's kind soul was mine. I knew of his desperate love for you, and I used it to my own ends. I tricked you. I deceived you. And even knowing that, Christian was still kind enough to insist that I tell you my true feelings. As a knight sworn to follow the path of chivalry, I cannot turn my back on love and friendship like that. Now go on. It's not safe here. Leave here at Christian's side. And there you are, Cyrano. It'll be a little longer before reinforcements arrive. Come with me so that victory may be ours. Of course, Your Excellency. I will accompany you to the ends of the earth. Sir Cyrano. Sir Cyrano! Are you certain about this? Of course, as long as she is happy, that is all that matters. Okay. I remember well. It was 1 year ago today that Christian and Sir Cyrano whispered sweet nothings to me on this very spot. As an honorable man, Sir Cyrano was ashamed of his sins and has not returned to see me since then. Still, now that he has told me the truth, I know the man I loved is not gone. Of course I love Christian as well. I do not regret that. Not at all. But now that the pain of being apart has lessened, the hole left in my heart has only widened further. Ah, Sir Cyrano. I wonder if you have forgotten me and found happiness in your new life. Of course I haven't. Oh my. Try to slip of the tongue. I must take my leave. Farewell. Sir Cyrano, wait! It's all right, Roxanne. Your soul is just as beautiful as your visage. But I'm sure it is only a matter of time before you find someone who loves you as you deserve. Excuse me. But I didn't want anyone to love me. I want you, Sir Cyrano. Please, wait. Come back. My name is Hercule Savinin de Cyrano de Bergerac. I'm a philosopher, a scientist, an author, and a duelist. Look up there. It is the moon! I can only imagine how beautiful the world must be up there. But I cannot go and find out just yet. Not while our love remains here on earth. If this love be the chains that bind, then I shall gladly bear my bonds. Suffice to say, it will be a long time yet before I go see God, bearing my panache. It's over. I didn't even know it was possible for a shadow to sweat, but here I am. So it still had a comedic bit of ending there. Okay. Still was a little ambiguous, but comedic. Holy Grail. I tried to gauge the audience's reaction, but for some reason my heart wasn't in it. Of course it's not. Not now that I've found the happy ending I've been searching for. Excuse me. Hang in there, Cyrano. We still have the curtain call. Don Quixote can be there for that. I'm already satisfied. Truly, I'm as satisfied as I can possibly be. I've now seen a genuine example of knighthood. This ending may not have been beautiful, but it was arguably happy. There was always a part of me that felt inferior to the character of Cyrano performed around the world. He may have had a big nose, but his skills with the sword and sonnet made him a knight among knights. I've been watching his story, my ideal self, for a long time. Maybe today I managed to just get a bit closer to it. Closer to the upstanding knight depicted on that poster. I hope I did. If I did, that's all I can ask for. Such were the thoughts running through my head as though I were a young boy once more. The applause rings out with like thunder. The spotlight bathes me in blinding light. Life, death, love, romance, it all plays out here. Yes, that's right. This may have been the only place I can live out my too short life. But if that life is so bright and beautiful, I have no choice but to shout. Vive la chevalerie! I probably butchered that last one. But I'm guessing it was long live chivalry. Cyrano. Come on, everyone. It's time for the curtain call now. I know how you feel, but the show must go on. Yeah, you're right. Come on, everyone. Bright light. It's the endless white abyss once more. Still going. Is Bradamante gonna find out that who Saber really is? Man, they really reworked the ending this time. Maybe a little too much, don't you think? Maybe. The new plot did feel touch forced, and it's too bad they had to get a new actor to play Roxanne. Yeah, still. Yeah, it was nice that Cyrano survived. Come on, let's go home. Give me all the merch you got. Oh, Shark Soldier.
There we go, another case closed. Yes, I can sense a new business opportunity afoot. Wait for me, Caesar. We stand on the precipice of a brand new boom.
Why is he being desummoned if he came from Chaldea? Yeah, way to go, everyone. Woo! Come on, high fives all around. Alright, everyone, take care on your way home. Great job, everyone. Come on, Astolfo, let's go home. Sounds good. Great work, team. Oh, we're gonna just take the Holy Grail with us, okay? Thanks. Woo, we're triumphant. I guess that could also just be the return to Chaldea summons thing, too. And just like that, they're gone like the wind. Well, that's okay. Congratulations on a job well done, everyone. This was the most fulfilling work I've had in a long time. Okay, sir, now that we're done cleaning up, how about we head back home, too?
Fine, but one moment, Sancho. I helped with the cleaning, didn't I?
I'd like this to be my final act as a maid. My maid panache, if you will.
Oh, I see.
I suppose I'll still be a happy-go-lucky maid even after we go home. Anyway, see you all later.
Happy-go-lucky, huh? Alright, I'd better get going, too. That was fun. Vive la chevalerie!
Again, butchering French. That's my motto, I guess. There's a whole short dedicated to me butchering French. I wouldn't say it's all dedicated, but, you know. Okay, we got the Holy Grail that takes care of our mission. You did great. Too bad about the curtain call. I mean, Cyrano not getting to see it? Yeah, but I don't think he was terribly concerned with it. For him, it wasn't about making the audience or even himself happy. He just wanted it for Roxanne. And since he got that, he probably just didn't need the curtain call. Oh, once we get back, how about we go get a copy of Cyrano de Bergerac from the library? Don't you want to see what Cyrano looks like when it's performed by professionals? Sure, why not? You did great, Monte. Thank you, Yang. I couldn't have done it without you. I wish we could have had a wrap party, but I guess we're not gonna have time for that. Anyway, since it looks like I'll be going soon, I wanted to leave you a souvenir. Souvenir? Here, right this way. The singularity was a lot of fun. Okay, Saber, you take it from here. Maybe there was no foreigner shenanigans. Saber, thank you for everything. There was an accident when I was summoned that left my spirit origin damaged. You can barely tell who I am, right? I could only remember bits and pieces of our time together, so I didn't know if you would believe me. Even I'm not sure I'm him. But you honestly helped me. But you helped me all the same. Ruggiero. Aww. To have been of some aid to you, I can think of no greater joy. I kept my face hidden and hoped that I might make myself more presentable. But Sir Cyrano showed me that no matter how ugly you may think yourself, a knight must stand up for what he cares about. I missed you so much. I hold her close as she sobs into my chest. Tears of joy stream down my poorly defined face. I am so overcome at seeing her again. I think I really must be Ruggiero after all. I missed you too. Ruggiero, Ruggiero. The Holy Grail has been collected. Soon the singularity will disappear and we'll both return to where we belong. But that's okay, as long as she's happy. Even if we have but a moment, even if I'm only vaguely aware of what's happening, we have still, finally, been reunited. Yep, Rama and Sita as well. All the couples reunite. So let's dry our tears and smile together, my beloved Bradamante. She looks up at me in answer and bashfully nods. Man, all the Bradamante, like, is my waifu people must not have been happy with this event. I'm just gonna say it. It's gotta be like the whole Cersei situation with her event. Epilogue. Delicious H2O. It's here at long last, my time has come. Can't believe Cyrano inspired a theater boom. Oh, you rang? Is there something I, the tycoon of theater, the prince of plays, the saint of the stage, the one and only William Shakespeare, can do for you? Not right now. I'm good. I see. Pity. Very well then, until next time. Who's the big man on Caldea's campus? Why, yes, it's me. Shakespeare's really enjoying all this attention. I can't blame him. Servants are performing Romeo and Juliet in the halls and quoting famous lines from Macbeth in the cafeteria. Oh, poor Oberon. Poor Oberon. Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou? Oh, Jack. Yes, Juliet, it is I, Mommy. Wait. These relationships can keep being more and more confusing. Oh, poor Jack. Poor Jackie. Me playing Macbeth, Very well, I shall throw myself into the role. How's Macbeth supposed to die with you playing him? I will die just as any other performer would, assuming Macduff is capable of defeating me, of course. How do you feel about changing Macbeth to a picturesque rom-com where he lives happily after? Telling you to avenge me, Lord Jason. Don't. I've decided Macduff's giving up empty pursuits of like revenge and starting a new relaxing life. We definitely need more normal media. Craze is showing no signs of dying down. Are there any roles you'd like to try your hand at, Senpai? I'm fine being part of the crew.
Oh, but as a master.
Welcome back, Master. Sir and I have been waiting for you. What's up? We wanted to let you know that the editing is complete on our recorded Singularity productions of Cyrano de Bergerac. But you don't mean? I do. You all performed Cyrano a total of 3 times in that Singularity, and every moment of it was recorded on video. Ooh. I didn't know anyone was recording me. Oh, hey, Sancho, is that the vid? You done? I want to see. I think I'll pass if you don't mind. Come on, Monte, don't be like that. Let's all watch it in the movie theater. Let's see, it looks like it's still booked for the next few days, so... Don't worry, I have a portable screen and projector right here, so all we need to do is watch a wall. My room, then. Sounds great, I can't wait for us all to watch this together. We've also got soda, fries, popcorn, all the movie concessions you could want, really. All ready to go. Perfect. French fries in a movie theater. Never have I ever had French fries in a theater. There, the projector and screen are all set up.
Along with the direct current to power them.
Fries check. Popcorn check. Soda check. Alright, I'm gonna hit play then. Everyone ready? Here goes then. Oh, is it gonna just replay the opening cinematic thing again? It is. Okay. It's been a fun event. This has been a fun little event, and, yeah, I enjoyed it. Glad that Bradamante finally got reunited. Glad we got some Don Quixote business. Cyrano was a fun character. Sadly, I feel like he is probably stuck in NPC jail still. I mean, one of his ascensions could be that silhouette, but beyond that, no clue. Dang it. Hey, there we go. We get the CE. True. 10 stars and a quick effectiveness by 8. Illustration will just change depending on your set gender, but the effects will not change. Oh? Why would that change? Also, who's that in the background behind Bradamante? Is that supposed to be... Is that... Wait, that's... Okay, so that's if you choose to. Okay. Well. A sound of applause is like thunder, bathed in brilliant light. Life, death, love, and passion are all performed here. The man I play is destined to live only here. If this fleeting moment could be so brilliant, then I have no complaints. No complaints at all. That's right, I swear by this nose of mine. How splendid is my spirit. How splendid are my comrade. How splendid is this performance. How splendid is my life. I honestly did not realize that. Oh. So there's a challenge quest. And it's locked. Well, shoot. I should have expected that. There was one. But I didn't think it would be locked right now. Well, that's going to be something I deal with in the future. Because there's really nothing else to do with this event at this point. Yeah, it is quite full. I'll fix that. There we go. 3 less in the box. It's a lot of foes. I mean, I do have a lot of the 5-star embers, so I theoretically could level somebody up. You know what? I'll do it. I will level a single servant up. So the one at the top of the list is Salome. Let me check, though. Do I have foes of each? No. So I need 10 running and 7 facing foes. Do I have those numbers? Exactly. Okay, we got 7 facing foes. Do we have 10 running foes? No. We do not have 10 running foes. Sadness. Also, good gracious, I think I have more of the facing foes than I have running foes. Well, that could be an issue in the future. Alright. But yeah, we will get a servant level up, because we also do have to put Achan up as well. But first, re-establish that parameter. And she is a Bazaka. There she be. I don't foresee her taking too much of my embers. You know, so we should be fine. Now the question is it going to crash? Will it crash on me, or will it stay stable? That is the question. But yeah, so with regards to FGO, I'm gonna say that the challenge quest, while it will be available, technically speaking, tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing FGO stream again until at least Wednesday next week. And even then, that's going to be Ordeal Call 2. And it's going to be straight Ordeal Call 2 on the channel until it's done. Will that take 2 weeks, though, is the question. If it does take an extended period of time, one of the Ordeal Call 2 streams might be interrupted with me doing the challenge quest, but that's a maybe sort of situation, you know? For now, let's see what her second ascension looks like. Will she gain more clothes as per usual when the less clothed servants ascend? Or will she somehow gain less, like dropping her cloak thing? She gained more clothing, technically speaking. My appearance has changed. You've given me so much magical energy. Master, I'm so happy. What should I do to pay you back? Master? Master? Natural body, figure, debuff immune, and invincible and defense. Natural body, huh? Oh no, bones! She needs bones! Nope. I want it to be a secret. I do not want to know how many sections there are in OC2, just so that way, when the time comes to actually play it, I can make guesses, like, oh man, I feel like I'm getting close to the end here. And then if there's a plot twist or something, it's like, oh shoot, there's more, that kind of situation. Alright, so, no ascension change here. Thank you, Master. However, bones are being used, and that's dangerous, because I am very low on bones. I'm now in double digits. Double-digit numbers are never good. Thank you. I'm so happy. I mean it. Wow, that was nice and short, sweet, and to the point. Okay, she needs dust now going forwards. That's good. I can handle giving her some dust. I don't have Holmes to be snorting all the dust, after all. Okay, we're starting to touch into the gold embers supply. And we're going to be seeing her third ascension here shortly. So what we're going to do, we're going to finish ascending Salome, get her skills up to a 666, get A-chan's idol form up to a 10-10-10er, and then we'll probably be calling the stream. And we'll go from there. As far as future streams schedule. A color palette shift. Oh my. Look, Jonathan's turned golden. Oh, so have I. I'm gold too. We're both sparkling. Dance of the Seven Veils. HP recovery for 7 turns. Applies state where removes 1 defense buff each turn. And where NP significantly increased after 7 turns for all allies for yourself. Good gracious, how are you meant to keep her alive for 7 turns? Like, they expect you to keep her alive for 7 turns somehow? That's crazy. I gotta say though, I like her final ascension, or her third ascension looked quite nice. The black and gold coloration really suits her. And her final ascension is very suggestive. I'm happy. So happy. I've received so much magical energy. I must be so loved. I need to reciprocate. Master. Master. Give me your head. I can love it forever along with Jonathan's head. Interlude unlocked. 3 zinc quartz unlocked. Really? That's kind of hard to tell. But, ooh, I might have to actually withdraw some embers. I do. Unless, okay, yes, thank you. Yeah, I have no more embers. Damn. I've got to withdraw some. I think the 100 standard embers is probably fine to withdraw. keep the high rarity stuff in reserves. How many embers are we off? 2. 2 embers. Alright. Salome is max leveled. Now we skill her up, She is Bazaka. And 2-star. There she be. Alright, please do not require an inordinate amount of bones. So far, so good. Her first skill is Blood-Soaked Silver Platter, attack in general, and attack against lawful and good. First servant I've leveled in a month. Yeah, I've been holding off. Alright, looks like we will be fine to get her to 666. No issues. Although 777 looks like it's going to require bones. It's a good thing I'm not going for that. I just need to be very careful with my button presses to not overpress the button. That's 5, and there's 6. It wouldn't be many bones, but still, any bone is too many. Yeah, now it's starting to run into the issue I might not have enough foes to level up servants. Because I like having the foes maxed out on a servant before I, start leveling them, just for the free 1 or 2 extra levels and all that. Alright, now we go to Idle Achan. There she be. Okay, we can get her 777, no issue. 888 is no issue. Alright, 101010 Achan is no issue, and we are about to drop below 1 billion QP here. First time I've been below 1 billion in quite a while. Been quite a while since I've been below 1 bill. I mean, I'm fine, I'm sure. It's not like I'm hurting for QP or anything, But maybe eventually. Right now, it's still all about that bond. All about that bond. Alright, but that is that done. And I did see that I completed some missions with the class score there. Yep, extra mission. Ooh, we get another one that uses yellow stars for 250 servants to the final ascension. Nice. But with that, I think this is going to be where I call today's stream. So, I've been SoulRackDragon. I hope you've all enjoyed today's stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to catch more by me, be sure to check the channel out here on Twitch or YouTube. Same name, same game. There's plenty of content for all to enjoy. And if you are watching this on YouTube, please be sure to drop this video a like, comment down below if you have anything to say, subscribe to the channel, helps me out, lets you know when new vids comes out, and if you want to catch me live, you can always check the description down below where there are links to the Twitch and Discord, where you can follow or join to get those notifications. But, once more, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.